Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Cooking with JJ. Valentine's Day is coming up, and one might say that it can be about the balancing of the opposites. In this week's episode, I'm creating a Valentine's Day feast where the raw living vitality meets with the deep smoky flavors of the flame. I'm going to show you how to plate a mostly raw-centric dish which will give you the feeling of a high dining experience. From the swooshed cauliflower mash, to the ruby plum and cherry relish, to the roasted forest mushrooms. Truly a memorable experience. I'm really excited to get started on this and of course enjoy it in the end. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! Here are some of the colorful array of ingredients we're going to be using. I have a few cloves of black garlic here. I'm going to use our mortar and pestle to mash them all up into a paste. I'm adding a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of tamari to make this easier. Mash it all together. Once it's become a paste-like consistency, we're adding it to our dish. We're adding equal parts of tamari and olive oil. I'm sprinkling in about a teaspoon of steak seasoning. Be mindful if your seasoning has salt mixed in. If it does, you want to add much less tamari. It's best to use a seasoning without added salt. I'm going to be using a couple of hedgehog mushrooms. These have been washed and dried thoroughly. I do not like bugs or dirt in my mushrooms. Be sure to dry them thoroughly. We're destemming them. There are different methods of cleaning mushrooms you can find online. There are different techniques for different types of mushrooms. It is a controversial topic. We're also using Maitake mushrooms, aka hen of the woods. I'm adding a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar to our marinade. And we're going to add some more olive oil and tamari. We just want to ensure everything is well coated. I'm sprinkling on a touch more of our seasoning. I'm gently manipulating the mushrooms so they get a nice coating of our marinade. I'm slicing up a few sage leaves and I'm mixing it in with our mushrooms. Marinate your mushrooms for half an hour or even overnight. Historically, truffles and wild mushrooms are considered aphrodisiacs because they release a similar chemical scent as pheromones. While science is still debating the direct effect, mushrooms provide an umami flavor, which releases dopamine. It's the same feel-good hormone that you experience when you're in love. Now we're moving on to our cauliflower mash. I'm microplaning a few cloves of garlic. I'm going to be using some champagne wine vinegar. If you can't get this, feel free to use your favorite white wine vinegar instead. I'm going to start off with a tablespoon and see how it goes. In our food processor, I'm adding as much cauliflower as I can. It works out to be 3/4 of the head of cauliflower. I'm adding in a tablespoon of tahini, and we'll pop in our champagne wine vinegar, and about 1.5 tablespoons of our nutritional yeast. I'm adding in the microplaned garlic, add salt to your taste. I'm adding in our 1 cup of raw cashews. And we'll blend it all up. I've added 1 more tablespoon of our champagne wine vinegar. Now we have the consistency we're going for. And I'm adding 1 tablespoon of our maple syrup. Feel free to use agave. It's a good idea to taste it and adjust it to your liking. I'm grinding in some black pepper. Now moving on to our plum cherry relish. Although I'm using pitted dates, it's important to open them up and check them for bugs. I think 3 will be enough for this. Now I'm going to pit some cherries. A 3/4 cup's worth should be good enough, plus a few extra for plating. You can try different methods. I found the metal straw to be very useful. You just twist and push it through. It's so simple. In ancient mythology, cherries are often associated with Venus, aka Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Their heart-like shape and red color symbolizes passion and sweetness in a relationship. In many cultures, plums represent longevity and resilience. Their trees are the first to bloom in late winter. This ties in perfectly with our winter Valentine's Day feast, because it's a celebration of the returning of life. I'm adding in our plum, our apple, our dates, our cherries, and cranberries. I'm adding a tablespoon of maple syrup and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Process this all up. Don't overprocess it, we would like some texture. Give it a taste and adjust it if necessary. Now we're moving on to our raw stuffing. I've cleaned out the food processor and I'm using the grating tool to grate up this carrot. Of course, remember to cut off the top. I'm slicing up a good handful of fresh parsley. And I'm slicing up 1/2 a shallot. I'm pulling our thyme off the stem here. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of our fresh thyme. I've set our carrots aside and now we're going to add our nut mixture. I've added our walnuts, our pumpkin seeds, and our sunflower seeds, along with 4 dates, we're adding in our shallots, our parsley, the thyme, salt to your taste, and freshly ground black pepper. I'm adding a touch of cayenne. Pulse it up. We want to get it to a point where it's moldable. Give it a little taste. I'm flattening out our celery here because I'm going to finely dice it. This is going to be for texture, along with our carrots. I'm mixing the shredded carrots and the celery with our other stuffing components. Adding a touch more salt. See how it comes together. Our mushrooms have been marinating overnight. Allow the excess liquid to drip off. We got our hot grill with some oil on it. We're just going to grill our mushrooms. Allow them to cook for a bit so they can easily be flipped. Feel free to make a mushroom gravy. Now it's plating time. First, I'm adding our microgreens to our plate. I use a small oil dish to mold our stuffing mixture. For our cauliflower mash, I aim to create a swoosh shape. Within the crater of our cauliflower mash, I've added our plum and cherry relish. Add your grilled mushrooms, of course. And I'm spooning on a little bit of our mushroom gravy. I'm adding some splashes of our juice from our relish. I'm adding ribbons of mint around our ruby relish. I've added one of the pitted cherries for the finishing touch. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious Valentine's Day feast. Combining all the components, wonderful. I'm going to try the stuffing on its own. Nice combination of textures and flavors. Now we'll try each one on its own. Wonderful medley of flavors. Enjoy a little cherry. I'm absolutely satisfied with the way this turned out. And in many ways, this dish represents the duality of a great relationship. You have the raw living vitality of the cauliflower mash, the ruby-like relish, and the aromatic flavors of the stuffing. Fresh and energetic, meeting with the deep, smoky, grounding, comforting flavors of those grilled mushrooms. It's a perfect balance of spark and stability that makes this dish work so well. I hope you've enjoyed all these recipes, and remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video. Until next time, this is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Bon appetit.